Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is dry her using the Oster Stand dryer. I absolutely love this dryer, and I used to use this Metro Force Quick Dry over here in the corner, the orange canister one, and I used it for quite a few years, but I wanted this stand dryer because I've heard so many good things about it, and I spoke to a show breeder who uses stand dryers, and she raved about it, and so I decided to try it, and I am so glad that I did. This is by Oster. It is on a stand, and it does have caster rollers at the bottom, so it's easy to roll around. It does have different temperature settings, so you can see it goes through 4 different settings, and then it has a little bit of heat, not very much, but it does have some heat to it, but you don't want a dryer that has a lot of heat. So it's just almost like lukewarm, I would say. Then it has this really nice nozzle that can be turned, so it's very positional. The arm moves up and down, so you can move the arm exactly where you need it to go. And we are going to dry Stassi. Okay, so I finished towel drying her a little bit with the towel, and then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Premium Show Pet Grooming Products Coat Therapy. It's a leave-in conditioner, and all I do for this is I squeeze out a little bit into my hand, about like that, maybe a little bit more. Rub my hands together, and then we're just gonna rub it all through her coat. And this is just a leave-in conditioner, so it helps to protect the coat so that it doesn't get really dry. Same products like we use on our own hair, and they do the same thing. And then I'm going to use my brush to just kind of brush through her coat. And then we're going to start the drying process. Now, since I started using this Oster dryer, it's cut down my drying process so much. When I first got it, I'm going to be honest, when I first opened it up and plugged it in, I was a little disappointed because I thought that the air didn't come out like a whole lot. And the reason why is because the Oster dryer is a finishing dryer, where this quick draw canister dryer here is a force dryer. So I was used to using this force dryer where the air comes out really strong. But the crazy thing is that once I started using my Oster dryer, I was amazed at how quickly it dries them. It dries them much quicker than this force dryer. So I don't know if it's because of the nozzle is so much wider. So even though the air is not coming out real forcefully, it is drying them so much quicker. I feel like it is worth every single penny that I spent. And I know that this dryer is very pricey. However, if you're going to be drying your dogs or grooming your dogs at home, I'm sure by the money that you save from doing groomings at home, you can pay for this dryer in no time. So I think that it's well worth the money that I spent. Okay, so I am going to remove this wet towel. And I have this cover on my grooming table, and I just bought this off of Amazon, and it's just so that it's just someplace soft for her to lie down. And then we're going to put our dryer on. All right. Older, she go through the drying process. You can move this nozzle around to where you want it. To the way that I am drying her. I'm basically just wanting to get her dry, and with her moving around as much as she's moving around, it's sometimes very difficult. Usually she does not move around quite as much, but she's in a mood today. She is in a mood. Just to get her dry. Good thing I have my dryer here because it won't take that long. Moving my hose to get those damp areas, and then I'm using my brush at the same time to brush out those areas. She's just a fluff ball. So the goal is just to get her dry. And this didn't take long at all. Thank goodness, because she was so wiggly today. Now we're going to do her face. Oh goodness, you don't like it, huh? You don't like it? The good thing about this dryer being on rollers is that you can move it around so easily, and then you can also move it up and down very easily as well. So if you need to get closer to the face or further away, you can do that. So here we are, getting her face all dry, and then I still feel like her ears are a little bit damp. like this, the 27 millimeter, when I do her daily brushing. I think whether it's oval or oblong is just a personal preference. It really doesn't matter. I had this one first. I've been having this one for a few years, and then I bought an oblong one. Really no reason why, just to have something different, I guess. Leg is still kind of wet. Can you sit? Good girl. Mommy, get this leg. Make this go a little bit closer. Get this leg dry. Using the brush at the same time as you have the hair really helps to dry the area so much quicker. I think because it separates the hair, so you don't have it all clumped together. Get her little booty one more time. And this back leg. Not that big. She's just all hair. She's got a coat and a half. You know, she came from a show breeder, and one of the questions that I asked when I got on this show breeder's list was about their coats, because I knew that I wanted to keep her in a long show coat. So having a gorgeous coat was very important to me. And it looks like she is going to have a beautiful coat. We hope so. Alright, so I think she feels dry all over. As you can see, this really did not take long at all. I know that I cut out a few parts just to make the video not quite so long, but it really did not take long at all. All right, so that is our blow dry, and let me move her hair out the way. She really does look like a sheepdog. All right, move the hair out the way so you can see everybody. And then we're gonna go, I'm gonna take her to the grooming table to do her top knot. But you can see she looks nice and pretty and fluffy. Yes, ma'am. All right, so let's give you a little bit of your cologne, which is our Beautifier. My favorite scent in the whole wide world. All right, so she's all spritzed with that. All right, so we're all done with our bath. You can see she's a very fluffy girl. All right, you want to tell everybody bye? Say bye, everybody. Thank you for watching. Oh, and that made her sneeze. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.